Hi guys, you're very welcome back to the vlog. Hope you're keeping well. This evening finds me in Waterford, where I live, and I'm on the quay here. At the moment there's a festival called Winterval which runs basically from the start of December to probably about the 28th, 29th of December. Why this evening and why not another evening? They're going to be fireworks going off here, and they're going to go on over the far side of the car park over there. I'm not sure how much of that you can pick up, to be very honest. In fact, you'll probably find it difficult to see me, but I don't really want a light because I want to keep it as dark as I possibly can. I don't want the light bleed. Anyway, moving along, we're going to have fireworks somewhere over on the left hand side. That's the big question, exactly where. And I've Trevor McGrath up there trying to second guess as well. I don't know if you can see Trevor there, another super photographer. Check him out on Facebook. And we're trying to work out where and the angle that's best to take in the actual big wheel and also catch the fireworks. Hopefully just to the left hand side of it. I'm using a 16mm focal length camera. I have 1635 lens on, and again there'll be slight distortion. Let's call a spade a spade. I won't get the wheel completely circular, but also I would be hoping that I'd be able to take in the actual fireworks as well. Probably a 10-second exposure, maybe up to 15 or 20 if I put on a polarizer. 10 is what we're getting at the moment. I've taken some shots. Now why here? Why not anywhere else? Well, as I said to you, I want to try and get the wheel in as well. Last year we were down on the bridge, Rice Bridge, which runs from the Waterford side to the Ferrybank side, or Ferrybank-Kilkenny side of the River Suir, and I was very happy with the shots I got there, but I didn't want to go back to the same place and just get the same shots again. I'll show you some of those shots now. And so you can see the fireworks go on and normally are set off on the far side, the Ferrybank side of the river. It's a fine wide river, the River Suir, at this particular point. They're talking about putting in a large bridge there pretty soon, so we'll see how that goes. Development going on in the North Quay, which is on the far side. It's a guessing game as to where those fireworks are going to go off, as I've said already. So I could be up sticks and running over there past Trevor or anywhere really, so that I can try and get the shots in. My guess is that I'll be okay here. And what I am using is this. I've got a 1635 lens, probably using a f18, so that any lights that are there, there'll be a nice little starburst with them. Using f18 gives me the opportunity to shoot at probably about 10 seconds. As I said, if I put in a polarizer, I might be able to get a little bit more. I'll keep the actual tripod in the same position once I'm settled on the actual the shot, if I'm in the right place, as I say. And what I'll do is I'll take 3 or 4 shots, then I'll blend them. I'll maybe take one particular shot of the best of the wheel, and I'll then add all the different, there might be 4 or 5 different types of fireworks set off, and I'll try and put in as many as I can and make it realistic, blending them on different levels in Photoshop. So we'll see how it goes. I'll be back to you in a while. I've taken a few test shots there. It all depends on, you know, where those fireworks set off. Currently we're about 15 minutes from set off time. I think I'm set up, but you can never really tell. I've come to this particular point. I did a recce on it last Saturday, as I say, because on Saturday I was using 30-second exposures, and I was getting light trails as the cars were coming down the quay, and we've got a roundabout just here in front of us, between us and the actual large wheel, and that gives a lovely kind of variation in the sense that I was getting shimmies within the light, bends in the light, and then obviously the different colours. The cars heading up the quay on the left hand side, I was getting the red light trails, and on the cars coming straight towards us. And then when you get a bus like that, not only do you get the actual main lights of it, but you get the upper lights, and sometimes they're even coloured, so you get all kinds of coloured light streaks going through as well. I'll show you some of those shots that I got last Saturday. I probably was in a different position facing further up the quay. Today I'm at more of an angle and I mightn't be able to get that shimmy, and the reason being is because we don't know where the lights are going. Trevor's after making his third different change there now, but again trying to second guess where those fireworks are going off. Yeah, we'll know when they go off, we'll all be running then. Anyway, till the minute. One other thing that I'm doing, lads, is I'm using a switch. One, if it's a 10-second shot, I'll just press there now, and of course it goes to black. The camera is an A74 Sony and a Sony 1635 G Master lens, but there we go. Now we get some streaks. Look, I'll try again here now with this bus. The bus will give us some very interesting streaks. Again, we have people going across and back. They probably won't even be in the shot. Did I get anything? Yeah, I got some lovely streaks there now with the bus. I'm not sure if you can see that, lads. I'll try and post that particular shot. Using the actual switch so that one, I have controlled straight away. I don't want to put on a 2-second timer, I want it now. I don't want a 5-second timer, I want it now. And so that's why I prefer the switch. I have a very simple cable switch, which I just happen to prefer. I have in my pocket a very tiny remote switch if I need that, if I'm standing away. But I always like to be actually just very close to the camera for obviously safety reasons as well. But the switch gives you that ability to control it straight away, as I've just said. So the crowds are really beginning to gather here now. Lots of people around, but having said that, I'm not that worried about it. They're below the actual level of where I really want to be shooting, and even if they are walking along underneath the large wheel there, or even they're all lined up along the barriers on the side of the river, they won't be seen in the shot. What will really catch our attention really is the brightness coming from the big wheel, and hopefully the fireworks. Okay, lads, I hope you can hear me with those fireworks. Those fireworks are going off. I'm on 10 seconds at the moment. I'll see how that's working out. They're not really high enough for me at the moment. I'm not going to tell a lie. And I'm struggling with height here. They're too far away, and so they don't appear as high as the wheel. There's some bigger ones now. Yeah. Would prefer if they were higher. Don't want to adjust the camera too much either. Now what I've just done there is I've gone in closer to make them bigger in the actual frame itself. I'm still working off at 10 seconds, and I think that might be too long. Now we're getting some big ones now. Getting some big ones there, but I still think 10 seconds is too long. Gonna have to adjust after the next one. They're much higher there now, and I'm really beginning to enjoy this. Shots are better, it's much higher. they're more prominent in the actual I'm down to 3.5 seconds there now at the moment, Trevor. Okay, and I think that's the party over here now. How did I go? Well, I went from 10 seconds down to 5 seconds down to 3.2 seconds, and I think at 3.2 seconds I got some decent shots. Again, that fog that's created from the actual, it's almost like a cloud there really, really does dull the actual shot itself. And I remember last year, some of the shots I showed you earlier, I had to take that out and post, truth be told, because it just gives this almost like this blurred, semi-coloured gas, fog, blah blah blah, cloud, etc. Yeah, the party is over. It's like that. Any shots I got, lads, I'll post them now. Thank you very much for joining me. If you like what you saw, please give me a like. It certainly helps develop the channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, well, why not subscribe and tune in for other adventures. Might be here in Ireland, might be here in Munster, Cork, Waterford, but it could be far away as well too. See you next time. Take care.